Hi, it's you and Ellery here making bonsai in Australia, and in this video I'm going to do a bit of refinement on a couple of my bonsai. So first up I'll just be pruning and doing a bit of wiring on my tiger bark ficus, and then I'm going to be pruning back and perhaps a little bit of wiring as well on my Fujiawa bonsai. So what I'm hoping to do today is really just to get the branches to start bud back. You can see it's kind of in the shape that I want, but I really want it a lot smaller, nowhere near as large, a lot more budding back in here. So what I'm going to do now is just start to prune it. So this particular branch here on the side, so yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a really long branch coming out here. It's got this little smaller one back here too, which could just keep that one, or I could prune it back to here. So yeah, overall just want to try and prune it back just to this, just the general shape that I wanted. So this branch up here, you can see that one's coming out. So the main branch that I'm aiming for here is this one just there. So you can see, because I have pruned it a couple times in the past, it has already started to bud back quite successfully, but I'm just hoping to kind of improve that a little bit more. So just pruning this back at the first leaf there. Yeah, hopefully get a lot more ramification there. This particular branch here, all of the leaves on this little small branch are a little bit far out, so I'm just going to prune it back to a leaf scar, just to see how I go from there. Same with this other branch up here for now. So that whole main end section there, haven't left any leaves on it, but yeah, just kind of hoping, see how we go. Yeah, a lot of these branches up here, the leaves have kind of fallen off recently where I kind of want them, so I'm just gonna be a little bit risky for now. I'm pruning back most of them to where there aren't leaves, just because I really want to get the ramification. And this particular branch here is kind of coming in a little bit too far, but yeah, I don't think I actually want that, so just because it's coming back in towards the main trunk, so I'm just going to remove that branch entirely. Now I do also have two branches. These two branches are coming out from the exact same spot, so I'm just going to remove this one just because it's also coming back in towards the main trunk. So just leave all these branches that are kind of moving outwards. I might do the same with this little one here that's coming in a bit. So 3 main branches coming out, and hopefully we'll get a bit of ramification from those. So now I'll just start looking at this now. I might actually try and wire that down. Just going to see if I can guy wire from this little root. Now I've been using this plastering tape quite a bit for yeah, just get it in these walls. It's used for plastering, so your internal walls and the like. I'm using it a lot for drainage screens, but it also comes in handy for guy wires. So Right, there's nothing pretty there now, but yeah, just pulling that branch down a little bit just to get it kind of into the position I initially wanted it. And it's a little just above the root there of Guy wired off. It's a little stub. Just prune that back. Now that I've pulled this down, prune this back into shape. So prune this front part out. Now, yeah, I want to keep this ramification that we've got here with these little branches. So this branch here, just prune it back to the leaf. A few more leaves further back here on this branch, which is nice. And this one coming out here, I'll just prune back to those two leaves close in. Good. Let's just keep that nice and compact there. I like the direction of this little branch here. I was considering pruning it back just a little bit further to see if something shot out from the bottom of this leaf. There's always a bud at the base of those leaves, but I'll leave this for now just because I want to get more vigor on the end. I don't really want more vigor in this one, which kind of pokes straight up, so yeah, I'll leave it just in the hopes that more vigor comes here rather than here. Alright, so now this branch. So completely getting rid of the top there, just to get it a little bit more into profile, but hopefully get the budding out from this leaf here, which hopefully come out a little bit further in this direction. Also hoping, perhaps given that I've trimmed off the top, might get some further bud back and ramification further down the branch. Hopefully something coming out more this way that I can use in future. So do a bit of clip and grow to that one for now. So whilst I've got a fair bit of ramification already up the top, I kind of want to bring it in quite a bit, and bring it in quite a bit really brings it back to, kind of want here to be kind of the apex height. I've got a lot of my branching further up higher, so I might just need to be a little bit risky and chop off a lot of these branches. So thankfully there's a little leaf on the branch there, but the rest of them I'm just going to have to see how it goes. Some of them will likely die. And this one here, again, a lot of ramification up there, but it's out of the profile of the tree, so bring it back to there. This particular branch here, so this kind of one that is at the back there and kind of sweeps up. Now, yeah, I do kind of like that, but at the same time, kind of want to prune it back a little just to keep a bit more ramification in that. So I'll prune it back to the first leaf. Hopefully it shoots out somewhere kind of cool and a little bit parallel, but at least, yeah, it just means that I can get a bit more kind of taper in there, the trunk there, and see how we go. So pretty drastic pruning for now. Yeah, just getting it into the overall profile. So yeah, pruned off quite a bit. And yeah, now I'll move on to my other tree. Okay, so made my Fujiawa about 4 or 5 months ago. This one was quite a severe root pruning, washed the roots back as well. And yeah, it's been growing pretty well since then. Now I didn't initially put moss. In the pot at all, but you can see, yeah, it just starts growing when you're watering it consistently. So just going to see how I'm going to do this. Now there are quite a few little, just get little stubbly things. Yeah, there's quite a bit of bud back pretty early down on the trunk there, so I'm just going to remove some of the really small ones now. Just probably the tool for it. Just yeah, really small branches coming in there. Now so you can see where I'd pruned it last time when I first made this, and it's kind of had these two massive shoots come off on the sides since then. So I'm not entirely sure what to do about that, but yeah, they've kind of shot out, neither of them is really like a straight continuation of the trunk, so yeah, I don't really like that, so I might just get rid of that pretty much entirely. So yeah, really large significant pruning there. I think I will actually just, yeah, rather than keeping this large trunk, I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove it and have this little one here as the new apex. So when I'm doing that, I'm not going to, because this is the main trunk at the moment, I'm not going to prune it right back to the next branch that I want to keep, just for the safety of that particular branch. I'm just going to leave a little distance for it to die back, just so it doesn't die back into that branch and then kill my new apex. So it's there for now, and then so I like this one where it kind of is at the moment, coming straight up, so I'm just going to wire this secondary. Yeah, a bit of second-hand wire should do the job. Oops. Breaking off leaves. So this one, just moving that branch out so it kind of comes out a little bit more parallel to the main trunk, and then up a little. three main trunks, branches there. So I'll keep a little bit of the ramification going for now. So a few of the branches coming off the main ones. So this one here is quite long, and there's a bud coming out just below where I pruned it to. So I'll let that bud. This one here. It's coming out a little bit too far to just shooting out to the side, so we'll just prune that back. Hopefully it'll bud back to that closest leaf. So these ones here, again, it's kind of just a massive shoot coming out to the side and kind of straight, so I'll just cut this back to the leaves, just to get a bit more ramification closer down, and also because actually prune it back a little bit further just to get it into kind of profile. So there is a leaf just below where I'm pruning this, so should bud back a little bit further. And then this tall shoot coming up, just prune that back as well. Nicely into profile. And then the apex of the tree, again, it's really long, straight shoot coming up the top, so I'll just prune that back to there. So keeping this one, as you can see, really quite compact. So really compact, just to kind of get the initial taper that I want in the trunk with that main trunk cut off. So the taper that I want into the new leader, and then potentially have it as a triple trunk tree in the future. Either that or using those branches just to provide a little bit of extra tape in the trunk and using them as sacrificial branches. Alright, so there are my pruned and refined bonsai. So I do make a lot of videos such as this on my channel, so if you are into this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay in tune for my future videos as I release them. So look, thanks for your time today. Enjoy. Bye.